another amazing day at fmtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Happy Monday. But good morning to those of you who are waking up really early to see us, and good evening to those who are staying around really late to say hi. I am here today with the wonderful Nick Hunter, as well as Ken Tooley, who has been gracious enough to give us his file so Nick can renovate it live over the past several weeks. Basically, today we are continuing a series that is ongoing, which is the that's the correct button. The existing FileMaker file design modernization workshop. Basically, Nick is renovating a FileMaker file live, so you get to see what that process will be like from a senior engineer's point of view. So, it's been really a fun series. We got a lot of good feedback on it. We'll be doing that for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday will be Postman and APIs in FileMaker with Leland Lawn. That'll be fun. Friday will be on-site considerations for successful FileMaker deployments. Richard is actually building a FileMaker file for I'm going to call it friend, customer-ish person. His mechanic, his helicopter mechanic. He decided to build a FileMaker file for them. And as a result, he's been doing on-site deployments, which is always an interesting conundrum. So we'll be talking about that on Friday. And then Monday, of course, we'll be back with more Nick. And last thing, if you'd like to support the channel, we would greatly appreciate it. If you've already bought one of these, thank you very much. It does legitimately help. Our FM Training annual subscription bundles, there's 3 options. One of them comes with FileMaker. The other 2 have various amounts of video training. All have a crap ton of video training in them. I highly recommend them. They're a really great way to get into FileMaker if you're new, to re-up on certain subjects if you've forgotten about it. Or if you just want to support the channel, we appreciate that too. So, with that being said, thank you, everybody. Nick, what are we doing today?
Yeah, yes. Thank you, Matt, for the introduction as usual. And thank you, Ken, for joining in today, for being with us. So today will be interesting. So, and thank you, everyone, for, watching us pretty much every day. And so I want to, you just mentioned it, that, what we do here is pretty much what it will happen. What will happen if you call us and you ask for coaching, right? So you contact us, you ask for coaching, and it's exactly what happened. We contact you with Zoom, we share screen, we get access to your file, and we do pretty much what you want, right? And we rebuild, we fix, we do our performance fixing, we do design fixing, we do many things, right? So so that we call that coaching, right? It's exactly what happened. You call us, we fix everything, right? And so that's interesting. So so today we're going to continue to work on this interesting file, Ken's file, right? It's a very interesting file. So I was just mentioning that this file was pretty much a small, tiny project, like 2 tables, pretty much, and then we fix things and we change things and we make it evolve using more modern technique and stuff like that. So something that I want to clarify here, right? First, before I forget, the boss made kind of a survey recently about this webinar, right? And you guys, upvote me very, a lot. Upvote this webinar. You upvote the Learning FileMaker channel. So thank you very much for everything. So thank you very much for your support. We enjoy it, especially when you like it, right? So I want to thank you personally, everybody, the people online, the people offline, right? Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Is the fuel of our our commitment, right? So it's very important. So it's we put a lot of effort there. The RCC is putting a lot of effort, technical. We have Marge here pretty much every day. I'm coming up, very, very often, and we have a great guest, great people coming in. So it's a good channel. So we keep it. We try to keep it, live and entertaining, right? And at the same time, you learn a lot of things, right? So that being said, so I can share screen right quick, right? I'm going to stop my camera to make sure that I have all the good bandwidth for me, right? So I'm sharing the screen. So here we are, right? So we are here. So just at that point, right? I want to show you from where we start, right? Where we start. So we start from here, right? And we got this, right? The balloon and the documents. So it's pretty much what we know. What we did here is like we rebuild everything, but like Ken's mentioned, we didn't rebuild the file. It looks like a complete new file, right? It looks like what could be common from this to this, but absolutely everything is common, right? We have the same table. We added our own, right? So we go there, we added our own, right? That's it. Everything else was there, right? So we added some additional tables here, right? We built some of this is our new relationship, a little bit here, and then we have the old, let's say, quote unquote, the previous, let's say, previous design, the current design, the current Encobui system that Ken's built. Okay, so, but that to demonstrate that that's possible to get a file that it's built the way you build it the way you could build it, right? And then you can watch this webinar from the beginning and learn what we've done, because we explain many things, right? And then build your own things, switching your current design, your current solution, current layout, and switch to this new design, right? So it's totally possible. And so today I'm going to, last time we fixed this, so we can create a file, we can add a file, and we can delete file, we can show files, etc. Okay. So now I want to go back, to the problem we have with the status. We have a lot of statuses here that are based on if we have the document or not, right? If we have or not the documents, right? So this is
and they were in a different table.
Yeah, in a different table, right?
Right.
So far, right? We had this fixed in a very simple manner, okay, but in a little bit too simplistic manner. So let me explain. All what we demonstrate here, right? It's the good practice and the good way to build file that can be first shared on the server, right? Shared on the server in the cloud, and being accessible by several people, right? And at the same time, handle, let's say, up to hundreds of thousands of records. So here, what we wanted to address here, we want to address first to be shareable, on the server, not only on the server in premises, but also on server on cloud, which make everything different. What is possible to do when you share file on in premises with the server in premises is totally different of what you can do, what you have to do when you have a file shared on the cloud, in the cloud. And then you have how many users connected, and then you have how many records. Those 4 conditions are driving your design decision. Here, all what you what you learn here, we covered these four conditions, right? It's very important because I have many times I got some phone calls. People ask me, "Oh, okay, I had this shared on my server, like my Mac Mini on the, the corner of the desk here, and now I have a AWS, I have an Amazon server, and nothing works. Everything's slow. Yeah, because you cannot just switch your server from in-premises to cloud without changing things. It's not possible. And then you have the same problem when people say, "Yeah, I was alone with my assistants, connected to the file, and now we are 15 people." Okay. Or yeah, I had 1,000 records, and now I have 5,000 records or 10,000 records, and then so this is so the technique we use are the right technique to address that. Because sometimes people tell me, "Yeah, but Nick, you are swatting a mosquito with an atomic bomb sometime." I say, "Yeah, but sometimes you need that because otherwise, if you put your file on the server, on the cloud, or whatever, it won't work, right?" So back to the matter here. So far, we had our statuses based on if we have pilot documents. No, balloon document, right?
Yeah.
Where's the balloon document?
It's the balloon verification.
Oh, this one. No, this one.
That one.
Okay. So far, we had a status that was based on if this field or this field are empty or not, right? So that was simple. I show you how to do that, right? In a previous webinar, you build a tag, right? That says if it's missing or not. So 1, 0, you build a tag that tells you, is it missing or is not missing, right? So now we need to build this in a different way, right? So last time, we built this system to have the type of documents, right? So we build a table. We build a table, right? And then we created our types, okay? So these are the document type. We have certificate front, the certificate back, the flat review, the insurance, and the medical. So what did we do here, right? Okay, we had here, we had our fields.
Yeah, and actually, we kind of, the ones we did were the pilot ones. So they are on the pilot document layout.
Okay, yeah, so
there's a whole nother set, just like the pilot ones that are the balloon ones.
Yeah. So when I go to the pilot verification, right? So yeah, this way. Okay. So here we had 2 tables, and we had the statuses that was pointing to fields and pretty much to tags, right? We build tags to say if it's missing or not, right? So it was pointing to fields. Now we cannot do that, but that is good because before we were pointing to one field, another field, another field, right? But now we have only one field for the document in only one table, the document table. So we had one container field, one only, right? Where we have every document coming. So how you do that, how you can know if you have the right documents attached to the pilots. Well, we switch from fields to records. That means we replicated the fields we had. We had different fields, right? So the front and back. This is a registration.
Yeah, you got back to the balloon one.
Okay, so we need to go back there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So here we have this is what the back
certificate front and back.
Certificate front and back. This is a flat review.
And the insurance.
And the insurance. And then we have the medical.
Medical's over on the side. Yep.
Okay. So you understand here. So far, we had many fields, many containers where we were putting the file in it, the document. Now we have only one field, but, right? And we have one record where we are going to put the document in that record in one field. Then we are going to tell to the record that has that file here in the container, we are going to give a type to that record that will indicate FileMaker, that will tell FileMaker what is the type of this, and then we can rely on this and say, okay, yes, I have that certificate front and back. I have this insurance certificate, because we point to a record, right? We point to a record, right? And we have the information of the type, right? But any good FileMaker developer will never, ever rely on type names to build a system. Never. We never do that. Because maybe we want to rename it, right? And sometimes you have names that can be confusing, right? So we don't want to rely on names. We want to rely on something totally unique that cannot be confounded, confounded by, the system can make a mistake, right? For that, something unique and something that we can rely on, we call that a UUID, right? A unique ID, right? That is what we want to rely on, right? Because this record here, when it is in place, you will never delete it. Why? Because this record, it's a construction record. It's like a master wall in your home. You don't put it down, right? Otherwise, you pull down the house, right?
Right.
So that record will never go away, and you shouldn't. Okay, when it is now, I can get rid of it because I don't use it yet. But when I will be starting using it, when I will be starting building the 4 floors on top of this wall, I cannot tear it down, right? Okay, but it doesn't mean that you cannot paint it, right? So yes, you cannot tear down the wall, but you can paint it. So this is a paint. I can put whatever paint I want, right? So let's build this. So I want now to indicate the type here. To do so, we have many ways to do that, right? But I want to show you a simple one. And maybe I will show you another one, which is less simple. But for now, for my perspective here, right, I think this is enough, right? So those here, those are all about pilots, right? Those is pilot, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I want, so, you know, why I wanted to create a table and put records in that table and not just go to the value list and build a value list, right? That's what people will say. We say, oh, I want a value. Yeah. But the value list, right? There's
one in there.
They're just words, you know. This is dead. This is dead. I cannot do anything with this, right? It's that values here, I use that a lot. I'm not saying that, but for that case, this is not the right way, right? The right way will be this one. This will be the pilot, right? Document type. Oh, right? Documents.
Yep.
Type. Okay. And we go to the table where we have this, and I want the values, right? So,
yep.
Right, Ken? Okay, so now I have a value list. That means now I have the benefit of both worlds. I have the record with the UUID, and then I have the value list, right? So I can now come here and put my value list in this field, right? I'm going there, it's a pop-up menu, right? And I put that, the status pilots, the pilots document type. Okay. So now I have this. So let's borrow the style here and make sure we have the right style, right? And this. Okay. Okay. So now in my documents, I can say this is a certificate back, front, flight review, insurance, medical, right? But now I want, right, to get the ID out of this. I mean, because so far now, what I'm getting here, I'm getting the name. So if I go to the document table here, if I'm opening this, right, I don't get anything here, right?
Right.
So I don't know where is this field. Let's go. Let's take this, So I'm showing you, I'm getting here to get the ID of the pilot, right? And then I'm going to search this here. Here. And then I have the free record here. So here we have, we have the certificate front. Here, we have this, right? If I change it, that will be certificate back, right? Change it, right? So, but I need the document type here. It didn't come right because it couldn't, it couldn't be working. Oh yeah, it did. It does, Maybe because I think I did that last time. Yeah, I built this. Okay.
We were just starting that.
Yeah, we started that. Okay. So that's why I'm surprised why it works. So how we do this, okay? Just a refresher. In the document table here, we have two, we have this value, we have this relationship here. So what is relationship doing? whatever document type I'm putting here equal to the value. That means when what I'm putting here, right? What I get here, because though these two are the same record, this is a record, if this equal what here, automatically I have a relookup that will take this ID. That means here I'm linking the document table to the value list items table using the document type and the value. And then on the document table here, I have an ID with a relookup based on that relationship, right? So when I enter certificate front, the words, the name matching, then I get the ID, the ID of the record. So here I want to make sure you understand what's going on here. I am in the pilot table. I am here. So let's position ourselves here. I am here, right? So let's put that in red. I am in the pilot table. So let's put that here that we can see. Then this here is this table. Let's put it in green. This here is this. So those fields here are coming out from that relationship, right? Let's put it blue. And this one is to create a new record in the document table from here. Okay? So let's put it orange. Right?
Got it.
Now, this is in the document. This pointing to the document table. Okay? So from the pilots to the documents, right? But how is it possible that using that field here, right? That is a document type field that is inside this field here points to that relationship. And I just said that I want that when I type, when I enter, when I select from a value list, when I select the certificate front, I want the ID coming. So, or let's say, people will say, okay, from that relationship, I need a relationship that goes there, right? That go to the value list, and I do from the, when I enter the document type with the value. And then we have our relationship. Yes, but no. Because we don't need that. We don't need that. Here we have 1, 2, 3. This is not good. Boom. This is pointing to the documents table. So instead of doing from here and having a third one, I have, starting from the document, I have my own world, right? Documents has its own world, okay? And from that world, I'm saying I want whatever I put on the document type equal what the value is in the value list item, then use that relationship that is A to B and not B to C, right? Is A to B, use that relationship to get me the ID. You don't need with FileMaker, so the demonstration here is this. You don't need with FileMaker. It's not because you input data in that relationship that you always need to have whatever relationship you need to get information from another table to start from that occurrence. It doesn't have to be to start from here, right? It can start from its own, right? It starts from its own, and then you use your own you use your word. So building this in the documents here, the document type, getting this lookup here, right? Using from, because look this, you learn well how to use FileMaker here. This table, I am in the document, I am in. This field is inside the document table. When you click here, starting with, it will give you all the occurrences in that relationship map, right? It will get all the relationship that are pointing to that DOC underscore document table, right? All the occurrence. So let's, demonstration, right? We have, obviously, we have the document, we have this document that is pointing. We have this that is pointing. We have this that is pointing, right? And we have here, we have this, and this. So let's check. No, this here, right? Let's check. Yeah, we have the doc. We have the TO5A, B, C, and the T12D, the T12A. We have all our, So I'm saying, okay, in that relationship, from where I want to start, I want to start from that occurrence, right? And then from that occurrence, it will give you another choice. So you have two choices. You said, I'm starting from the T12. And then in the T12, which one I want? I have two, right? So that's my two, When I start here, I have two available, right? So I click here and I say, yeah, I want to start from T12 and I want the data, look up the data from the table value list using that relationship. And that will work from wherever we start in the solution. It will work. If I start from here, it will work. If I start from here, it will work. It will work from anywhere. Even though I have no connection between this and this. I don't need. Because this and this, those two, points to the same doc table. So it's okay, FileMaker will understand that even if you start from here, it will say, okay, I have another relationship in another world. If you change something in that field, I need to go over there in T12 and execute what T12 is asking me to do. Even if you don't have connection. That was the demonstration of this. That was the point. right? I hope I
Nice.
made that clear, because I know, okay, for many of the people are watching us now, is nothing new there, right? Nothing new. But I know that we have future audience that watching offline that doesn't have the same level, and we learn something here. So now I have my ID, so I'm happy, right? I'm very, very happy, because now I can do whatever I want, right? I can. So my favorite way to do what I want to do here, right, is to use global fields, right, and startup scripts. That's my favorite way, because it's flexible, it's debuggable, and it's portable, it's reusable. You can reuse, you can use that technique for many, many things, not just for that thing, right? So what we are going to do here, okay, I don't want to have triggers, scripts, complication. I don't want. When you want to know, if you have something from one table to another, and you want to know if you have something in a related table, right? You have the answer in the denomination of what I just said. You want in a related table. Every time that you have the word related in your explanation, you need to go where the relations are. I want to know if I have from pilot, if I have something in the related table documents. So the answer is in the enunciation of the problems. Related. Every time you have related, bam, you need to go there. Forget about the script. Forget. You need to go there. When you have related, is there, because this is where we have relation. So where you want to go somewhere else, right? If you want a book, you go to the library. You don't go to the grocery store, right? So, okay, related, I want something related, bam, relationship. So what we want to do now, right? We are in the pilot, so we want to do, we have the statuses, right? So we have status. So Ken, so what we state? So now it's where I need you. Okay. So I want to pretty much fix those. Where are we here, right? Those certificate, flat review, medical insurance. This is where, right?
Yeah, that's the pilot ones, right?
Okay. So I want to fix the certificate status, the fit review, the medical, and the insurance status. So let's start with the certificate status. Certificate status is there, right? So this is what we have so far. So I built this, remember, we built this, it was great, right?
Yep.
It worked very well. We don't want to destroy that, right? We want to keep it, but we need something, right? We need to use now.
Well, it's looking in the wrong place.
This way is looking in the wrong place, right? But now I cannot say is empty or not empty. I cannot say that. I don't have the tag anymore, right? I don't, right? So that's two
and
ways.
Really, we don't have any of the other things there too, the valid stuff. Or when we get to the others, we don't have the dates there.
Yeah. So I was going to do something, and that just, sometimes it happens like this. You want to do something, And then you have something that pop to your mind, right? And I got a better way. So I'm going to forget, right? I'm going to forget what I want to do. I'm going to use that technique for something else, right? Because it just popped to my mind. I said, wow. When I saw that, I just saw that, and then I said, okay, yeah, we have a better way to do that without changing pretty much anything. Believe it.
I'm ready. I'm not reading your mind.
No, you're not reading my mind. Okay, that's
nope.
cool.
I don't know where we're going, so I'm
okay,
interested.
but like 15 seconds ago, I didn't even know. I mean, I knew where I want to go, but I changed my mind. And it's a good demonstration as well. Here, we were pointing to a tag, right?
Yep.
So I want to point to the tag. So I'm going to the pilot's documents, and I'm going to copy those tags that were in that table. I'm going to copy them, and I'm going to put them in a document table. Right?
Okay.
So far, so good. So now, here, for the certificate, what do we say here? We say front equal this, back equal this, right? Is front bubble. So we have this. Okay. But we need the two, right? So we need two records, right?
Yes.
Okay. So certificate front. This need to be done. This need to be in two, front and back. So I have.
When they were separate container fields, we could combine them. But now that they're their own records,
now we have one container field. So before we had one tag, two container field. Now I have one container field, two tags.
Got it.
Right? But those tags are nothing. They're numbers 1, 0. Right?
Right.
Okay. I don't want a record with 5 containers. I prefer to have 5 records with 1 container. FileMaker will handle this much easier.
Okay.
And I have the proof of it. Go in FileMaker, go, right? In FileMaker, you go in FileMaker, you open FileMaker, you create a table with 5 containers, right? Fields, and you add 1,000 records. And then you add photos in each of one. And then you display this in list view. You will and tell me how the scrolling of the list view will be. Super slow, right? We agree with
if it scrolls at all.
If it scrolls at all, you'll get a spinning wheel, and
Yeah.
But if you have one container per records, you will see that it will scroll very easily. That means FileMaker will be relieved not having such heaviness to carry, right? So here I have the front. So I have all my, I have all my tags here. So let's validate this for now. And new documents. The way it is, okay. So I'm going to use this to put, oh, yeah, I cannot work. Okay, so I want where are the, so let's put this, okay. Let's close this. I have a lot of window open. So I want those, right? So I want a document here, whatever. I can use this. So I want to copy those IDs here. Normally I use another technique for that, but it's okay. When I have 5, that's it. That's okay. If I have 1,000, I'm not doing this, right? So I have those, information. I have this information here. So I can go back here now, right? I can go back to my document table, right? And here, right, I want to know if that is the tag certificates, right? So that is very simple. We get rid of this, right? And we say document type equal this. That's the front. I bet that the first one should be the front. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So if the ID I'm putting in this is equal this ID, which is unique, and you will never get rid of it. If you do, you can create a new record and copy paste that ID and put it back, right? It's not a big deal. So let's continue. So I have this. And you see, I don't need to say if document type equal this, then I don't need, because the answer will be a Boolean answer, right? Boolean answer. So this is the second idea.
We have those transposed.
Yeah.
Because they sorted back in front in the field list.
Flight review. This is the idea of the flight review. Oh, I need to copy this first. Okay. Flight review. Select this. Then, hold on. Insurance.
This is where a clipboard manager program comes in handy, because you don't have to keep
exactly that. Yeah. But like I like to say, we like the pain.
Yeah, sure we do.
So that means we used to the pain so much that we don't even feel it anymore.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, and that's it.
Can we double check the back and front ones?
Yeah.
Because I think because they're sorted differently there than they are in your other list.
Back.
That's the back end, but see, the back starts with D.
You're right. See, yeah. So we need to switch those two. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we can, we can.
It's almost easier to do that, right?
Yeah, but no, because that's okay. We can do that. It's okay. Okay, so we're back. Okay, so now I validate this and I have my tag again. Right? So let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. So I can get rid of this. Open new layout. Open the doc layout. Try to find out which one is this. This one, right? So we have the flat review here. And I'm going to put here in that layout, I'm going to put all the tags, right? So I'm going to put that layout a little bit bigger. And I'm going to put all the tag. Okay. I can put that here, and I will put that bigger. Okay, so now we have the tag here. So let's say front 10000. I said front review insurance medical.
Nice.
Right?
Got it.
So no triggers, no scripts, no crazy calculation, absolutely nothing. The value list here, change the ID, and then I'm saying the ID in the document table. I have a very simple calculation that says if the document type equal that ID, that's it, you know. So what the advantage? We say, okay, Nick, why you didn't say medical insurance? Okay, let's say, you know, I have insurance here. And this is, it's an insurance now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to change the name of this. In the middle, I want to change the name of this. I don't want that to be named insurance. I want that to be named insurance certificate.
Right.
So I go, and it's still working. Because it doesn't care about the name. It still work. See?
Yeah.
I go front, right? And because it doesn't care. I don't give a damn about the name. If I have used the name, I will have to change all those calculations. Right?
Yes.
And I can put it back if I want. You know, I'll remove this and say, oh, I changed my mind. I don't want that. You know? So, right? I'm going back here. I said insurance, and it's still working.
Yep. Nice.
Right? Okay, so that's why we never use names. Never, right? So, because now I can take all of this construction that I have here, and I can put that, you know, copy, paste, and put that on another file, change that list, right? And that's it, right? It works.
And it all works again. Yeah.
Exactly. So now that I have this, right? How we fix those statuses, right? Very simple. So we have the certificates status, right? Is missing doc, right? So now, right? I need to know if I have in this list, I need to know if in this list, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have the tag. If I have the tag on this list here, I need to know, right? If I have the tag for, I need two tags here, right? I need two tags.
Right, because certificate we were doing is one before.
Yes. So here, right? I need to know if I have their, what's the name? The both certificate, right? If I have both.
Right, if I have both front and back.
Exactly. So how we do this? We use the infamous pattern count for the right purposes. because pattern count has been invented like 25 years ago for that purpose, right? It's a count, right? So what do I want to search? What is what I'm looking for? I want the lists, right, of my TO5 all. I want the what's the name? The certificate front, right?
Right.
And I'm searching the one, right? Right?
Yep.
And I want to add, so I don't know if I can do this. That is a good, before we do this, let's try on the data viewer, right? Because we have, so here I have this pattern counts, right? On the certificate front. Okay. So let's see. I want to see the behavior list of certificate back, right? I have the list. I have one that says 0. So normally, okay, let's back. No, I need to go there and replace, because all of those auto entry calculation, I built that later. So I need to reinitiate all of this. So now I get all. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So now I'm going there, right? And I'm going to say this and this. So I have 0, 1, 0, right? So I have one certificate back here. I have it. Now, what I want to know is because I don't remember, it's a long time I didn't do that. What will be the behavior of this, right? It doesn't work. So now I know what to do. Pattern count of this. Do I have it? Do I have one?
Is there one with a 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Do I one on this? I could have said, I think, get as Boolean as well. And that's better. So why? So we have two ways here. We have two ways. We can say, we can count in the list how many 1 we have, right? Or we can say, right, instead of this, we can say, is there 1 inside that list? Okay? Inside that list is this 1. Is the same. But this way is cleaner because pattern count is slower. This will be cleaner, right? So we're going to use that technique here, get as Boolean. That means I have a list. If I have, do I have something valid in this list? Do I have something valid? Do I have something true? Is it true? This is false. This is true. This is false. Yeah, I have something true. Let's try something, right? Here he said yes, it's true because I have a back. What happened if I'm saying, if I change the type of this, that this is inference? He says 0. So that works, right? So we have a good technique here.
What happens if there were 2 backs?
Oh, I don't care.
As long as there's one.
Yeah. If I said this one back and this one back, so if I've said one, if I put one, it will put that on. I said front. Okay, hold on. Back. Okay, that we put one. And if I have this, it will put one as well. Because
it's found one. Once it finds one, it's good.
One valid. Okay, in the list.
Okay. Yep.
So you understand why this is freaking fast, because I'm getting a list of 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. That's it. I'm not moving the world. I'm moving a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm getting this. So now
we do need to look into wrapping up because it's 12:03. So.
Okay. I'm going to wrap that because so let's fix this certificate status. So now you got it. Now you got the certificate status. So we say, this get as Boolean, right?
Yeah.
The list of this, right? So this is this will be this. Okay. So list as Boolean. And we will say and this
front.
So now we have our condition, right? If the list of this one here is missing one, if this and this valid, right? Everything else is okay, is the same. So you see that I didn't do anything major to change from one way to another way. So let's try now. If I have in my documents, and then Marge we go. It says certificate valid, but let's say I'm putting insurance and I'm missing doc and I'm doing medical. Right? So it said, why it said valid? Oh, because it said but it shouldn't have said valid here. It shouldn't say, why said valid here? Flat review medical insurance. So okay.
Would that have been an or instead of an and on those two get as Booleans?
No, it should be an and. I need the two to be valid, but it's okay. Don't worry. I'm going to Marge, you need to go. Tomorrow is another day.
Yeah, okay.
So it's good because we do, you see the real world. Nothing was premeditated, right? So, you see me you see what I'm dealing with, and you see how we advance, so you see the path. So Marge, we need to go. So Ken, see you tomorrow. People
Yes, sir.
online, thank you very much. So I'm good to go.
Okay,
all right. Do we have any voting from the public on whether we like Nick, we want him to keep going, or should we just cut Nick off at the knees? Right? Do we have a vote? Do we have any up votes or down votes? Because I'm actually using Nick's sheet, literally where I'm at right now, and I've got an interface that looks a lot like this, been totally customized, and we'll have to show that. In fact, I have some little JavaScript indicators flying around the screen.
But we got multiple upvotes.
Also, people are listening. Okay.
Yes. Cool.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else. I'll see you folks officially Thursday. We'll be Leland Long and the JavaScript stuff, shenanigans, and Christian Schmidt. So Thursdays for the time being are going to be kind of the JavaScript JSON conversation. So, all right. Thanks, Mark.
The background, Richard.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like it. Oh no, tomorrow I will beat you tomorrow.
Yeah. individual up here who maybe a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!